What is going on, guys and gals? Tyler here, and today I am bringing you a Mortal Kombat X review. And before I get things started, I just want to let you guys know that I've waited for this game for so goddamn long. I've played through all the series, all the games in the series, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Mortal Kombat. But anyways, let's just get on with the review. And the first thing that I'd like to bring up is the gameplay. And just like Mortal Kombat 9, which is in many people's eyes a masterpiece to the fighting game genre, we have another fluid and incredibly fun and addictive game in Mortal Kombat X. So the fighting in this game is just like Mortal Kombat 9 in the way that it's fast-paced, intense, and really fun, and it can pretty much be picked up and played from anybody. Like, you don't have to have played Mortal Kombat like 9 to know how to play this game. You can just pick it, like I said, you can just pick it up and play. And that's really cool, because I can just have a couple friends over who've never played the game before and just be like, hey, let's play this awesome game. And I'll be like, they'll be a bit like, I don't know, then they'll play it, they'll be pretty decent, then we'll all play. But that is not to say that there aren't a lot of great combos and strings and juggles that you can learn to really master the game like you could in the other games. It's really, you can play it at any level. You can be a beginner who's just learning the game and it'll still be fun. You can be someone who's pretty good and it'll still be fun. You can be somebody who's an expert at the game and has memorized all the combos and all that, and it will still be fun. It's just overall a really fun game. Now, the next thing, and one of the most important things in many people's eyes, the fatalities. And yes, fatalities are back and badder than ever. You have, the fatalities in this game are incredible. And same thing with the new X-rays, as what's being shown on the screen now. And the X-rays are much more gory, they do a lot more damage, and they're just really improved upon from the last game. And the fatalities also are much more gory, much more improved upon, and now there's the easy fatality button, which, although it's really not mandatory to buy them, it's just really stupid. They should not be in the game. So that's one of the game's few downfalls, in my opinion, of the transactions, which is actually gonna lead into my next thing, which is the DLC and all that. So right now, at least in America, the DLC in this game is absurdly pricey. Like, it's worth half the game. It's $30 to get 4 characters. 4 characters. I find that just absurdly terrible. And then there's also the easy fatalities that, albeit you can unlock inside the crypt, which I will get to in a moment, they still are available to be bought for cheap, for free. Not for free, bought so they can be used in a quicker way instead of you having to find them. And that's just really cheap, in my opinion. I think that's one of the things NetherRealm should have not done, and that's gonna get them a lot of backlash from the fans. So the next thing that I want to mention is the crypt. Now, what do I have to say about the crypt? What is there not to say? The crypt is incredible. Hell, they could have sold the crypt as its own separate game, and nobody would be able to tell the difference, honestly, except for, like, the unlockables, but, like, they could have pretty much made it into its own game. It's an entire, like, map. You have different areas you can venture to, and you have to find objects or items that are from trademark characters, such as, I don't want to spoil a couple, because some of them are pretty intriguing and hard to find, and part of the mystery is what makes it so fun, but, like, you can find Raiden's staff that lets you teleport to different areas, or Kung Lao's hat that lets you knock down certain objects to make a bridge to get to another part. And it's really cool, and there's just a lot of awesome stuff you can buy in the crypt. So yeah, the crypt itself is incredible. Now let's move on to, in many people's eyes, one of the most important things in the game, yet at the same time something that we all take for granted, the story mode. Now, a lot of games don't even have a story mode. Like, a lot of fighting games, I mean, don't actually have a story mode. But yeah, a lot of fighting games don't have a story mode. We were like, thank God for Ed Boon being so pretty much awesome, NetherRealm Studios in general, because we have a story mode in this game again. And although the story mode is quite short, you can't really complain considering, like I just said, there aren't a lot of story modes in fighting games. So, for a fighting game, this is an incredible story. I would say it's actually a bit better than Mortal Kombat 9's, because Mortal Kombat 9's, sure, it was longer and it retold a classic story, but this game really is much more gory, it's much more engaging. They have little quick time events so you can interact with the cutscene instead of just being a bystander, and it's really cool. Now the next thing I want to bring up is online mode and factions, which the problem with online mode is there's a lot of lag still, which this is about a week no, almost 2 weeks after the game came out. So that's not good. So that's a problem, that there's still a bunch of lag. But the good thing is there are these factions, which you can choose one of 4. There's one of 4. I think there might be 5. I'm not quite sure, but there's factions you can choose to align yourself with, like the Black Dragon, Special Forces, Lin Kuei, all of them. And those are pretty cool. You get the faction wars where you gain more XP for your faction, unlock different items. And yeah, so let's move on to the next thing, which is the ladders and the roster. So the ladders, or now as they're known, towers, are really, really cool because there are 3 different types. There's main towers, which are just sort of like classic mode, endless mode, survival and all that stuff, just sort of towers that come with the game. And then there's also premium towers, I think they're called, like, no, live towers, I'm sorry, that are updated every day, every hour, so on and so forth. So they're updated regularly, and so you get, each day you pretty much get a different challenge for you to partake in, and they all have different rewards, different benefits. And online there also is a bunch of towers that you can work with too. They have online towers now. And yeah, it's just really, really good in that aspect. And the roster in this game, see, it isn't as large as Mortal Kombat 9, but it's made up for in the variations. And the variations are an incredible new addition to the game, as they sort of almost harken back to the Armageddon, except like Armageddon 3D era, 3 stances, I guess, but it's much better than that, because each variation has their own special moves, and all of them have their own different abilities, and it really, really makes up for all of the characters that were inside Mortal Kombat 9, but don't make appearances in this game. So yeah, it's really, really cool with the variations, and the roster size is not, like I said, not as big, but the characters are really good. There's not one bad character. I mean, Farrah Tor, that's a really, really unique character. I'd say it's the only blemish, but Farrah is just god-awfully annoying. But other than that, it's an incredible roster, which really enhances the gameplay. But anyways, let's just get on with my final verdict, and I would give this game, Mortal Kombat X, a 9 out of 10. Hell, I mean, I would give, if I was doing YouTube at the time, I'd give Mortal Kombat 9 a 9.5 out of 10. But actually, no. I'd probably give it a 9 too. But I say these two are on even grounds. These are 2 really excellent games. It maybe if they lowered the cost of some DLC items and made a couple small changes, this game could be a perfect 10 out of 10. Now, I would recommend this game to any Mortal Kombat fan, like anybody who's even a slight fan of the series, any fighting game fans, hell, anybody who really is looking for a great gameplay experience. It's really fun to play and has a great story. I would definitely recommend this game for you. But anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment down below what you thought of this game, and be sure to subscribe for more awesome Mortal Kombat X and video game content. Also, why I haven't posted in a couple days now is because, honestly, I just can't stop playing this game. It is so much fun. But yeah, thanks for watching once again, and I am out.